Lord, in this single minute that I dare to call sacred, I come before you with all the noise of the world still echoing in my chest. I lay my worries down, the ones that have wrapped around my thoughts like restless winds. I bring my confusion, my fragile strength, my half-healed wounds, and I whisper, "Here I am, Lord." If all I have is 1 minute, let that minute become eternity in your presence. Let time slow and the earth fall silent while my heart leans toward you. I have chased 1,000 things that fade, but now I just want to rest in what never fades, in you. Teach me again how to breathe in your peace, how to see your reflection in the quiet corners of my ordinary life. You are not far, Lord, you were never far. You were in the gentle morning light that touched my window, in the laughter I took for granted, in the mercy that covered me when I didn't deserve it. You were there when I ran away from you, when I traded the warmth of faith for the chill of doubt. Yet even then you waited, patient, eternal, unchanging. Now, as I stop and give you this minute, I feel you gather the pieces of me that I scattered across the years. Your love does not scold me, it welcomes me. It says, "Child, come home." And I realize that 1 minute with you heals more than a lifetime without you. In this silence, I sense the pulse of creation, the rhythm of grace that beats beneath everything I see. The stars keep their watch because you told them to. The rivers sing because you whispered songs into their waters. And I, small and uncertain, am invited into that same symphony. You ask not for perfection but for presence. You ask not for endless hours but for a heart that listens. So I listen. I listen to the unspoken things, to the cries I hid, to the gratitude I never said aloud, to the forgiveness I still need to give and receive. You unravel them all gently. You touch the old pain, and it dissolves under the warmth of your compassion. You remind me that my weakness is not my shame but my doorway to your strength. If this minute ends, Lord, let its echo remain. Let the peace I find here follow me through the day. Let my words carry kindness, my steps carry purpose, and my eyes see the sacred in every face. Because if you are with me, even for a minute, that minute becomes holy ground. And so I breathe again. I breathe the air of your mercy. I breathe the promise that no darkness can outlast your dawn. I breathe the quiet assurance that I am yours, completely yours. Hold me within that truth, Lord, until every heartbeat becomes a prayer without words, until gratitude replaces fear, until love becomes my language. Thank you for this minute, God. Thank you for not asking for more than I can give. Thank you for turning the smallest pause into a meeting place of heaven and earth. In this sacred breath, I am not alone. You are here and that is enough. Amen. Lord, when I pause to give you this minute, I find myself standing in the middle of a storm. Winds of fear twist through my thoughts, and doubts rise like waves that threaten to pull me under. But even here, even now, I whisper your name, and the darkness trembles at the sound of it. You never promised that life would be without pain. You never said the road would be smooth or the night short. Yet you promised something greater, that you would walk with me through every valley, that your hand would hold mine when my strength failed, and that your light would never go out. So here I am again with nothing to offer but this fragile faith, this small, flickering candle that refuses to die. You see it, Lord. You see me trying to trust even when the wind howls louder than my prayers. And you smile not because I am strong, but because you know I am learning to lean on your strength. Teach me, God, that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to keep walking toward you despite it. Remind me that miracles often bloom in the soil of uncertainty, that faith grows roots deepest when the night feels longest. Let me not waste my suffering. Let it become the altar where I meet you more deeply. Sometimes, Lord, I confess that I forget who I am. I let the world name me by my failures, by the scars that still ache, by the things I lost and could not control. But you call me by another name, beloved. You see beyond my chaos, beyond the broken edges of my heart, and you call forth the beauty you placed within me from the start. 1 minute with you in the storm is more powerful than 1,000 calm days without you, because in that single minute I remember, you command the winds, you walk upon the waves, and every storm that frightens me must still bow to your voice. You are not only the God of my joy, but also the God of my struggle. You meet me not just in the sunrise, but in the thunder and the silence that follows it. You turn my pain into a seed of compassion. You take my tears and make them rivers of mercy. And though I do not always understand your timing, I trust that you are never late. So I pray, Lord, for a faith that endures. Not a faith that needs proof, but a faith that breathes even when it cannot see. A faith that remembers that your grace is not something I must earn. It is the air I live in. Let this minute become the ground where that faith grows stronger than fear. If my path feels uncertain, help me to remember that you walk beside me in every unseen step. If my heart feels heavy, remind me that you carried a cross far heavier than mine. If I feel forgotten, whisper again that you wrote my name upon your hands. And when I cannot pray, pray within me. When I cannot speak, listen to the tears that fall instead. When I cannot move forward, carry me on the shoulders of your mercy. You are not a distant God. You are the heartbeat behind my every breath. In the quiet of this minute, I surrender what I cannot fix. I surrender my plans, my pride, my pretending. I let go of the illusion that I must have control. You are my peace, Lord, not the absence of chaos, but the calm that holds me steady within it. Thank you for being the God who stays, the one who does not grow tired of my returning. Thank you for turning my brokenness into testimony, for making beauty rise from the ashes I once feared. Thank you for the mercy that meets me new each morning, and for the grace that will never run out. So when the storm roars again, I will remember this minute. I will remember that even the wind obeys you, that even my failures cannot silence your love. And I will whisper with trembling but certain faith, "Be still, my soul. God is here." Amen. Lord, as I come once more to offer you this minute, I realize that every second of it is already filled with grace. The air I breathe is a reminder of your patience, and the beating of my heart is proof that you have not finished with me yet. In this stillness, I do not ask for miracles that dazzle, but for the miracle of awareness, the quiet awakening that lets me see you everywhere. When the world rushes past me with its endless demands, teach me to slow down, to notice, to thank you. Thank you for the sunlight that spills across my floor, for the scent of rain that cleanses tired streets, for the laughter of those I love, and for the tears that remind me that I am alive. Even pain, Lord, becomes holy when I offer it back to you. I used to think gratitude was a feeling, something that appeared when life was kind. But you have taught me that gratitude is a choice, a sacred decision to trust your goodness even when my eyes see only shadows. It is faith wearing the colors of joy. It is the courage to smile while waiting for the dawn. So in this minute, I choose gratitude. I choose to thank you before the answer comes, to praise you before the mountain moves, to believe that every breath, even the difficult ones, is a thread woven into your greater design. You, Lord, are the artist of my existence. You mix the bright and the dark hues of my life into a masterpiece I cannot yet understand. You take the ordinary and make it eternal, the broken and make it whole, the forgotten and make it beautiful. What a mystery that you need only one willing heart to transform the world that beats within it. Let this minute then be my offering. Not a grand display, not a perfect prayer, but a simple surrender whispered through trembling lips. Your will, not mine. In that surrender lies freedom. In that letting go I find rest. I do not have to know what tomorrow brings. I only have to know that you will be there. The same God who stood beside me yesterday, and the same one who holds the universe tonight. Hope, Lord, is the language of your promises. It speaks even when silence reigns. It grows in the soil of waiting and blooms in the light of faith. It reminds me that no grave is final, no failure eternal, no night endless, because you have written resurrection into the story of everything. When my spirit feels faint, let your hope rise like morning light within me. Let it scatter the darkness that tries to linger. Let it echo through my bones until fear forgets my name. Lord, I do not seek perfection anymore. I seek presence. I do not chase answers. I chase your peace. And I find that the more I give you of myself, the more of you I begin to see. Every time I say, take this minute, you stretch it into eternity. Every time I whisper, be near, you remind me that you never left. So I kneel in heart if not in body, and let gratitude overflow until it becomes worship. Thank you for the cross that redeemed me. Thank you for the spirit that comforts me. Thank you for the promise that nothing, not death, not life, not angels or demons, not the present nor the future, can separate me from your love. If I have one final breath, let it be praise. If I have one final word, let it be Jesus. Because all my searching ends there. In the name that stills the sea, heals the broken, and turns every tear into a testimony. Now, as this minute fades into the rhythm of eternity, I ask not for it to end but to continue within me. Let this awareness linger in every task I do, in every face I see, in every decision I make. May my life itself become a prayer, a living echo of this sacred moment with you. And when the day comes that I stand before you, may you find in me not perfection, but love, imperfect, human but real, A love that tried, fell, and rose again, because you never stopped believing in what you created. Until that day, I will keep giving you this minute, again and again, knowing that in your hands, 1 minute is enough to change eternity. Glowing star. Lord Almighty, you are my strength, my fortress, my eternal victory. In this sacred minute that I lift to you, I do not come in weakness. I come clothed in the power of your promises. I have walked through valleys and storms. I have faced nights so long that I forgot what morning felt like. But here I stand, breathing proof that grace always wins. The enemy tried to silence me with fear, but you gave me a song that no darkness can drown out. My wounds became my testimony. My tears became rivers that carried me back to your presence. What once broke me now bows before you, because you have turned my pain into praise, and my battles into banners of your faithfulness. I declare it now, I am not defeated. I am not abandoned. I am a child of the living God, chosen, restored, unshaken. You have written victory into my DNA. Your spirit breathes courage into my bones. The cross that once symbolized suffering has become the throne of redemption and triumph. Through it I walk not in shame but in power. Every chain that held me has been shattered by your name. Every lie that whispered, "You are not enough," is silenced by the truth of Calvary, that I am loved beyond measure, forgiven beyond reason, and destined for more than I could ever imagine. Lord, I raise my hands not in surrender to defeat, but in surrender to victory, to your will, to your glory, to the story that you continue to write through me. For every door that closed, you opened a better one. For every prayer that seemed unanswered, you were preparing something greater. I see now that even my waiting was warfare, and my silence was strength in disguise. You have armed me with peace that cannot be stolen. You have crowned me with purpose that cannot be erased. Your word has become my weapon, your spirit my armor, your presence my home. No power of hell, no voice of doubt, no shadow of despair can separate me from your victory. The same God who spoke light into chaos now speaks courage into my heart. The same power that raised Jesus from the grave now burns within me, alive, unstoppable, eternal. So I will not fear tomorrow, I will face it singing. I will walk through the fire knowing that even flames obey your command. Lord, you are not just the God of beginnings, you are the God who finishes what he starts. And you have started something holy in me. Every failure was just the soil for faith to grow. Every detour was just a path back to your purpose. I may have been struck down, but never destroyed, because you live in me. Let every heartbeat declare it. I am alive by your mercy. Let every breath shout it. Jesus reigns forever. Let every step I take echo through eternity, a testament that faith still moves mountains, and love still conquers death. The world may see scars, but you see the victory behind them. The world may hear silence, but you hear the roar of a soul redeemed. For I no longer live by sight. I live by the unstoppable rhythm of your grace. In this triumphant minute I do not ask, I proclaim. I proclaim healing where there was hurt, peace where there was panic, joy where there was mourning. I proclaim that my house will serve the Lord, that my days will shine with purpose, that my story will be a living altar of your glory. Even if storms rise again, I will not retreat. Even if the night falls once more, I will not lose hope. For I have seen the dawn, I have seen you. And once the soul has glimpsed the face of God, no darkness can make it forget the light. So I march forward, Lord, with my heart as a drumbeat of praise. I carry your word as a sword, your spirit as fire, your promises as armor. Let the heavens witness, I belong to you. Let the earth know, I will not be shaken. Let my enemies see, I fight on my knees and I win through grace. You have written victory over my failures. You have spoken peace over my fears. You have called me mine, and that is enough. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable, and I am part of its eternal song. No grave can silence it, no sin can erase it, no force can undo what you have already redeemed. And when my final minute on this earth arrives, I will not meet it with fear, I will meet it with faith. For I will simply step from time into eternity, from worship on earth to worship before your throne. The same presence I feel now will surround me forever. And I will bow not as a stranger but as a son, not in sorrow but in everlasting triumph. Until that moment, Lord, let my life be a living shout of victory. Let my words carry the fragrance of heaven. Let my actions reveal your kingdom. Let every sunrise remind me that resurrection is real, that death lost its sting the moment you said, "It is finished." So I will walk in joy that cannot be stolen. I will love with courage that cannot be crushed. I will live with faith that cannot be defeated. Because my Redeemer lives, and therefore I rise. This is my declaration, Lord. Not just for today but for eternity, that every minute I give you becomes a lifetime of victory in your name. Let the heavens echo, let the earth resound. Let every heart that hears these words remember that 1 minute with you changes everything. You are my triumph. You are my forever. You are my God. Amen. Fire.